and welcome to Grandad's Reviews. In this video, we'll have a look at Stepup Rings. And is there an alternative? So if you've been doing photography for any length of time, you've probably got yourself a ND filter or variable ND filter, and you've gone for the round ones. If you've ever watched any YouTube channels, they always suggest you buy the biggest filter you can for your system. So I buy 77mm, but not all my lenses accept 77mm filters. So you end up buying loads of these Stepup Rings so that you can step up your lens to the filter size. So what we got here, got a 67 to a 72 or a 72 to 77. So that's a 77. So you screw on your and you usually end up dropping them as well. So now I've got 77 down to 72, and that fits my 16 to 80 Fuji lens. So I now screw that onto there. Now my particular 16 to 80 has got some very tight threads, and in fact I can't screw it all the way down very easily, but it's on. So it's on there. So right, that's fine. What's the problem? Nothing. Except if I now change lenses. So this one, my 18 to 135, is a 67mm. So now I have to unscrew this one, unscrew the filter. And this is probably on a sandy beach. And I've got, so we want a, so it's got a 67 to 72, and that's a 72 to 77. So I can either screw these two together, put my filter on this one, and then fit that. Eventually, so remember you're doing this on a windy beach, yeah, and then we've got it. To make that a bit easier for myself, what I did, I got myself a 67 to 77, so I didn't end up stacking, so that one can go on there. And as you can see, it's not always easy. So that goes on there, get lens, now done. But if you've got a number of lenses you're going to be using, you end up with a stack of these things. They stick. Yes, they're cheap, they're useful, and they work. Well, I wanted to look for alternatives, and the ones I did look at for a start was the magnetic ones. So you get a magnetic ring that goes onto your filter, so a 77mm ring, and then you get these adapters that you screw onto your lens, which are magnetic, and then just go click. But you've got to buy one of these for each of your lenses, or you're using Stepup Rings again. And the ones I've looked at, you're looking about £20 for the magnetic bit for your filter, and you're looking £10 to £15 for each one of these. So if you've got 5 lenses, you're starting to get a bit of a high cost. So what I found after doing a bit of research was this, the H&Y RevoRing. Now I will agree with other reviewers that this little thing they put it in is not the best idea. It's easy to get out, but when you're putting it back in, it's a bit tight, but it does the job. So what is the H&Y RevoRing? It's basically an adjustable step-up ring. So you can see that when you twist it, the threaded bit gets bigger and smaller. Now you can get them in different sizes. I've got the 52 to 72 because that fits basically all my lenses, and it holds a 77mm filter. So take the filter, screw it onto my RevoRing, and it's pretty well made. It's made of plastic and aluminium. I don't know what the durability is going to be like over time, but at the moment it's doing well. So this is my 16 to 80, which is 72mm. I take my RevoRing, twist it down so it's smaller, replace it on my lens, give it a little bit of a twist just to make sure it's seated. It's on. Now, there is some disadvantages. A, it's quite big, so you're not going to get a lens hood in, and it doesn't actually go inside my small rig mini matte box because it's too big, but to be honest, that's not a big issue. So yeah, there is a bit of size there. I haven't seen anything yet in on the 16 to 80 with this one on. So now I'm changing lenses. So all we do, give it a twist, comes off, move the lens onto the camera, twist it down to the small size, release, give it a little twist, and I'm on. And it's a good fit. And also the other thing I found is because the threads change in size, the lens I'm filming with at the moment, which is a 35 1.4, has got damaged threads. It's been dropped and it's not round anymore, but this still fits because it conforms to that slightly irregular shape. Obviously you can put variable ND on here, polarizer, anything that's 77mm. I say this one goes all the way down to 52mm, so I can put it on a 52mm lens, all the way up to 72, which is the biggest I've got anyway. And I suppose you could stack filters. If you wanted a polarizer and an ND, you can still stack them onto each other because these are threaded. So I can put another filter in there if I wanted to. You can put step-up rings, down rings, whatever you want on there. But the main idea is that this holds your filter and you can swap it from lens to lens. Now, so the only downsides I've found so far is it is quite big. And I don't know what the durability is going to be like. The size only matters if it's going to fit it. You want a hood of some kind or a matte box, but other than that, I don't see any downside to its size. You only need one, unless you've got some very unusual size lenses, but I have got some 48s, but I'd never put this on I don't use filters on the 48mm ones. My main range is 58 to 72, so this fits all of them, and you can get them to fit larger filters as well. I think it's an excellent product. It's reasonably cheap. In the UK I paid £38 for this. They do a version that's got an inbuilt polarizer and variable ND all built in. I believe that's quite a bit more expensive, but if you've already got filters, then this is, I think, an excellent solution to the round filter step-up ring problem. So yeah, I would recommend it, definitely. Definitely sort of stick in your bag and have to use. Just this little pouch. I prefer if it had been a hard box rather than just this little pouch. So that's my look at the H&Y RevoRing. Would I recommend it? Yes. I'm finding it very useful. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and please hit that like button just to push the channel along. Till next time, see you later.